This is Lynn Fraser. I'm inviting you to join me in Calgary for a weekend workshop on Friends with Your Mind, how to stop torturing yourself with your thoughts. To register, go to theyogastudiocalgary.com. I hope to see you there. Many people didn't grow up feeling connected. Some of us were abused or experienced extreme emotional neglect. These experiences have an impact on the developing brain and on our nervous system. The result of these experiences of feeling abused or neglected or not mattering to anybody, if we're being hurt and no one's protecting us, the effect of these kinds of experiences is that we disconnect from ourselves. We start to turn against ourselves. We blame ourselves and we disconnect from ourselves. Children who are being abused will just kind of leave their bodies. They often won't even remember until much later, perhaps, what actually happened. It's because we have these mechanisms to protect ourselves, and disconnection is a big way that that works. We disconnect from the present moment, too, because it's too threatening to stay with. So we find some way to leave emotionally. Maybe it's a lot of daydreaming or fantasy. Maybe it's that we move into anger. We have many ways that we accomplish that. One of the impacts of disconnecting from ourselves is that we then don't have a sense of our own value. We might be getting the message from the people in our life that we're not worthy of even being taken care of. We may be getting that message from people in our community, from friends, from people at school. And when it happens in our family, when we don't have a sense of being seen and protected, it's devastating for a child. We can't stand to be with that, and then we find a way to handle it. One thing that's very common is that children blame themselves for what is going on in their environment. It's too risky to blame our parents, our caregivers, because we need to maintain some kind of hope that this must be something we're doing wrong, and if we could just do something different, we'd be safe. If we experience not being safe and valued and attended to, not included, then certain pathways in our brain don't develop. If a child has a basic trust in their caregivers and the environment, pathways open up in the brain that enable them to relate to other people with trust. So our brain develops, our nervous system develops in response to the environment, in response to feeling safe or not safe, included or not included, attended to or neglected. That leads to further isolation, which leads to further feelings of I'm not lovable, nobody cares about me, and nobody is protecting me. I am all on my own. We don't feel attended to. We don't feel heard. When we do feel safe, we're able to open up. We're authentic, and we aren't worried about being judged. But many people don't have that experience. Because of neuroplasticity, our brains will change with our new experiences. So there is always a way to help to work with things that are troubling us, to develop healthier patterns, to let go of the experiences from the past and to heal from them. This is a major driver of dysfunction in our thinking process because our nervous system is driving a lot of compulsion, a lot of catastrophic thinking, a lot of that type of thinking that really gives us a lot of trouble in our lives. Understanding how this works is essential in healing.